my wonderful students, and welcome to our next class. How are you guys doing this afternoon? You're fine, that's nice. Mark, how are you? You fine as well, great. Gisela, how are you? We're excited to be here. Okay, that's nice. I'm happy to be here too. So, before we begin today's lesson, we'll quickly recap what was taught in the previous class. Can anyone tell me what is it they have remembered from the last class? Anthony? You remembered we did bed bugs? Yes. What about the bed bugs? How it can be prevented? Great. And how can it be prevented? By keeping bed and bed linen clean? Yes. Very good. Give them a clap for that. Anyone else? We did ants? Yes. And how can the ants be prevented? By keeping all foods covered and protected. Yes. Very good. Give her a clap for that. Next person. We did fleas, lice, and ticks. Yes, very good. And how can it be prevented? By keeping poultry pen clean and tidy, by disinfecting it. Yes, very good. And also washing hair regularly can prevent the lices. Very good. Next person, termites. Yes, how can the termites be prevented? By spraying cupboards. Bed. Yes, very good. In other words, you can say by spraying dwelling, that's cupboard and everything else included. Good, very good students. That's nice. At least I can see you guys went home and did some revision. I must applaud you on that. So our subtopics for today will be the importance of preventing breeding and the methods used to exterminate household pests. And after today's lesson, you will be able to confidently state the importance of preventing breeding, and you will correctly state the methods used to exterminate household pests. We now look at the importance of preventing breeding, preventing household pests. Can anyone tell me why they think it's important to prevent household pests? Anyone? Don't be afraid. Alia? So that you can live long. Yes, very good. Yusela, what you think? So that we cannot get sick. Yes, very good. Mark, so that you won't get poison. Yes. Prevent illness. Yes, very good. Brilliant students. Anyone else? So that we don't have to go hospital steady and we won't die early. Yes, that can be a reason. Very good. Anyone else? Anthony, what you think? So that we can live long. Yes, someone said that. Very good as well. Great. So all of you are correct. So I can see most of you or all of you have some knowledge on why we prevent household pests, meaning why it's important to prevent them. So very good for your contribution to the class. I will now share with you the importance of preventing household pests, and we'll read and discuss as a class. We have here the importance of preventing breeding. Let's read the first one. To promote a healthy life. Yes, this is what someone has said earlier. Meaning, when you prevent the household pests from going into food and so on, you'll be able to live long. Because remember, these household pests carry diseases. So when they get into food and you eat the food, you can get sick and you may not live long. So in preventing it, you will now be able to live long. That's the same thing as to promote a healthy life. The next one, to prevent diseases and illness such as food poisoning, fever, diarrhea, itching, and sores. Yeah, this is what I was saying. When the household get into the food, remember they carry diseases, and you will get sick, can get food poisoning, can get sores, fevers, and so on because of these diseases that these household pests carry, and it end up transferring to you. That can be through food, and even if these household pests bite at you or so. The next point, to preserve household articles. yes. Some household pests now damages articles, that is like the termites and so on. They damage the article, mean they can bite on the wood, they bite up the chairs, such as the bed bugs and so on. And these articles will not be able to stay a long time. So if you prevent them, these articles will be able to stay long when you're preserving them, because you're preventing the household pests. So everyone understands now why it's important to prevent breeding? Great. I'll now give you 1 minute to write this down in your exercise book. Before we go into our next subtopic, I have a handout here where I'd like us to read as a class. I'll now share it out. Good. So everyone have a handout. Now we read as a class. Let's start. Once upon a time, Mary had a mouse problem where every time one fall, the cats would catch 1 or 2 in a week. The day before Thanksgiving, she decides to make pumpkin pie from scratch for dessert. She spent hours preparing the pumpkin mash, making the crust, and baking it. It came out gorgeous. The cat loved people's food, so for some reason, Mary decided to put the pie in the cupboard to cool, which will keep the cats out of it. The next morning, Mary woke up, took the pie out of the cupboard, and discovered some tiny bites on the pie. Mary then decides to check the cupboard, where she now discovered cockroaches at the top hiding. Nevertheless, Mary had no other choice but to give the cat the pie, and she then uses insect spray to get rid of the cockroaches. Yes, that's the end of the story. Did you guys understand the story? Did you enjoy it? Yes, I know you would have enjoyed the story. Good. So, can anyone share with the class what the story is about? Anyone? Anthony? What do you think the story is about? How Mary killed our household pests? Yes, but in other words, you can say how Mary gets rid of our household pests. Very good. Give them a clap for that. Brilliant. Good. So I will now like you to state some of the ways in which Mary gets rid of our household pests. Anyone? Drusilla. One way in which she gets rid of our household pests was by keeping the cats in the house. Yes, very good, because the cats ate the rats. Very good. Give her a clap for that. That's nice. Brilliant. Anyone else? How? By using spray. Yes, insect spray. Very good, Anthony. Give him a clap for that. And what insect spray she can use? Bacon. Yes, because you saw your mommy use bacon at home to kill the roaches. Yes, very good. So indeed, Mary kept the cat in the house to get rid of the rats, and the insect spray is what she used to get rid of the cockroaches. And just to note, the cat can also eat the roaches, which will help to prevent them. So very good, student. So I would like you now to see if you can place those things that you just said into 2 categories. Yes, 2 different categories. The cat and the insect spray. What will you call them? The cat, where would you place the cat? Since no one is getting it, I will give you a hint. It's 2 words, 2 separate words. Now one of the words begin with B. That is where the cat will fall under. And the other word begin with C. That is where the insect spray will fall under. So can anyone make a try now? Anyone? Biological. Yes, very good, Drusilla. Give her a clap for that. Yes, the cat now will fall under the biological. Very good. This is where living organisms are fall under biological, like the cats and so on, where we kept in our home for the rats and so. Yes, very good. Give her a clap for that. And the next one, what you think? The C word. No one? Okay, I'll tell you, it's chemical. That is where we use things like the insect spray, bacons, and so on. That will fall under there, because remember, that is chemical. Turning our handout, so we first have there, let's read. Household pests can be exterminated using 2 methods, yes. And the first one, what you have? Biological. And what it say about biological? Pest control is biological pest control is the use of living organisms to help eliminate the infestation. And this can be anything from predators to parasites to pathogens. The biological methods are only feasible for small pests. Example, the use of small household cats and rats, mouse, and cockroaches in the home. Yes, this is what we were saying earlier. The cat is where the cat will be placed under the biological method of pest control, since it is a living organism. And that is where it will help with the rats, as in the story where Mary kept the rats in the house. Yes. And remember, I said it can also be used for the prevention of the cockroaches, because cats also eat cockroach. Yes, very good. Good. So, you understand now what is the biological method of pest control? Good. Yes, it's the use of living organisms like cats and so on in the home. Very good. And the next one, what we have? Chemical. Let's read. Chemical pest control is the use of pesticides to destroy household pests. Solutions are typically easier to find and use than biological methods. For example, repellents, pesticides, and insecticides, which are solutions that deter pests that crawl or fly. Yes, as I was saying, the chemical now is the one like the bacons, the insect spray, the pesticide spray, and so on, where we can use to destroy household pests. That is mainly the flying ones, like cockroaches, we can use for bed bugs, and so on. So, everyone understand now these methods of exterminating household pests or destroying household pests? Great, everyone understand. For our lesson, we will now recap what was taught throughout the lesson. That's the main points. So we first look at the importance of preventing household pests. Can anyone share with the class 2 importance of preventing household pests? So prevent disease and illness. Yes, very good. Give me an example of an illness. Diarrhea, yes. Fever, very good. And the next one, to promote a long and healthy life. Yes. This is where you will help to use the insect spray to get rid of the household pests so that you can live long and healthy. Because remember, yourself, you take the right set of nutrients, to eat healthy when the day comes and so on, that doesn't mean you cannot get sick. So if you prevent these household pests, you'll be able to live longer. Good. And finally, the methods used to exterminate household pests. What are the 2 methods? The chemical, yes, very good. Give me an example of chemical. Bacon, yes. Insect sprays, very good. And the last method, the biological method, yes, very good. That is where we'll use the cat for helping with the rats and the roaches and so on. Very good, students. Good. So now for homework, I would like you to state 2 examples of the methods of exterminating household pests. That is the biological method and the chemical method. So you will state 2 examples for the biological and 2 examples for the chemical methods. And in this way, you will be able to get to study better for exam. You can see the example is right there for the chemical and the biological method in case it comes for test. Good. So this brings us to the end of our lesson. I must congratulate you on participating in today's activity. I really appreciate and I enjoy today's class. And I'm sure you also enjoyed today's class. Isn't that true? Yes, that's nice. So I trust that you guys have a blessed and wonderful remaining of the day.